Greetings, everyone. My name is Jessica Beckinger. I am a K-1 Montessori teacher at Birch Lane Elementary School, and I am here today to give you a brief overview of Montessori education. Montessori education is an instructional method based on the philosophy of this lady, Dr. Maria Montessori. The method has been successfully utilized in schools across the globe for over 100 years now. The Montessori method is a highly effective way to educate students because it is tailored to the way that children naturally learn. Classrooms feature a hands-on learning style, which helps to make concepts concrete. The main features of Montessori education are as follows. Number one, freedom of choice. This means that students may select their work from within a prescribed range of options. Students can work on different materials or concepts simultaneously. Students do not need to wait for others to complete tasks or master concepts before they may move forward. Each student can progress through the materials at his or her appropriate or individualized pace. Number two is freedom of movement. We've noticed that young children like to move their bodies, so we allow that. Students may work at tables or on the floor, alone or with friends, according to their individual preferences. Students may move throughout the classroom at will, selecting books and educational materials or meeting their personal needs. Number three are the Montessori materials. Maria Montessori designed specialized materials to promote a deeper understanding of academic concepts. Materials generally incorporate a sensory component, usually visual and tactile. The materials move students gradually from the concrete toward the abstract until subject mastery is achieved. Number four is the prepared environment. The Montessori classroom is beautiful, tidy, and homey. The materials, or jobs, as we sometimes call them, for each subject are arranged on shelves in a specific manner. They go from left to right, easiest to most challenging, and are meant to entice the child to want to touch and explore them. Jobs are arranged in subject matter groupings throughout the classroom and are always available to the students. The environment also contains child-sized furniture, artwork, live plants, and often pets as well. Classrooms are very thoughtfully organized. They are both stimulating and enriching. Number five is a trained guide. All Montessori teachers have received specialized training. They hold both a state credential and an AMS or AMI certified Montessori credential, which is similar to earning a master's degree. Most of us have earned a master's degree in addition to our Montessori credentials as well. Montessori teachers have a thorough understanding of child development, Montessori practice and ideology, and the specific use of every material for their age group. Montessori teachers spend less time on direct instruction and more time guiding the students through their own activities and discoveries. Number six, multi-age classrooms. Dr. Montessori observed that all children develop social and academic skills at an individual pace. They do not necessarily reach developmental benchmarks at the exact same age, but at different points throughout a certain range of ages. For example, all children will not suddenly read when they turn 6, but the majority of children will begin reading sometime between the ages of 4 and 7. Multi-age classrooms allow students to work with others at a similar level of development, not just a similar age. The practice also fosters subject mastery and community building by allowing more advanced students to teach and assist their peers. In addition, when teachers work with children for more than one school year, they are better able to get to know the students and their families, to form strong bonds, and to meet the needs of the students in the classroom. 7 is student responsibility. Montessori prepares children for adulthood by promoting independence and setting high standards for personal responsibility. Students are responsible for planning their own time and work schedules, for gathering and putting away their materials, for assisting with cleaning, helping to care for pets and plants and other chores, for meeting their personal needs, for asking for help, and for coping with their emotions in appropriate ways, for helping their teacher and classmates. Practical life skills are promoted to help children become capable and confident people. 8 is community. Montessori students share materials and work together, helping and teaching one another. Parents are also encouraged to become part of this community by assisting in the classroom. In many classrooms, parents may also be invited to lead lessons, sharing their special skills, culture, or knowledge with the children. Montessori teachers try to facilitate parent education and communication because students are most successful when parents and teachers work as a team. 9 is inclusion. Cultural studies, social emotional learning, and peace education help students become kind, courageous, and globally minded citizens. The Montessori environment is one which embraces diversity, equity, and inclusion. We are often asked, is Montessori a good fit for every child? And the answer is yes, it is. The Montessori method was originally developed for children with diverse needs. The method was so successful with this population, it began to be utilized in schools for neurotypical students as well. Montessori education is a perfect choice for English learners because it provides a visual or hands-on component to bring meaning to words. In addition, the job times give students abundant opportunities to interact and converse with one another. Attention deficits tend to be less noticeable in a Montessori environment because teachers allow for freedom of movement. The Montessori method minimizes some behavioral challenges by letting students choose their own activity. Because a child's following his interests, they're more engaged and less likely to seek attention in undesirable ways. Montessori teachers encourage you to conduct your own research, to visit a Montessori classroom, and to see the effectiveness of the method for yourselves. Come take a tour of my K1 Montessori classroom. This is what we call our peace corner or peace area. Most Montessori classrooms will have one. It's where students can go to calm down when they're upset or to work out a problem with a friend. This is called the practical life area. We have materials that help with fine motor skills like pouring, scooping, and tonguing, as well as jobs that teach different practical life skills like zipping a zipper, using scissors, tying a shoe, opening containers, or using a screwdriver. Next, we have the sensorial jobs, which are these. Sensorial materials utilize the 5 senses, well, usually not taste, 4 senses. They also teach shapes, colors, sorting, and sequencing. Some of the most iconic Montessori materials are in the sensorial area of the classroom. The rest of my middle section is what we call cultural studies. So each month we'll learn about a different one of the 7 continents, and cultural studies also comprise botany, zoology, history, and geography. And we have materials that teach all of those things. Montessori method places a big focus on the natural world. On the back wall is the math area, and all our materials go from left to right, most simple to most challenging. So we start out with number recognition, counting. By the end of first grade, students get into telling time, many, fractions, single digit multiplication. These are my students' cubbies and their take-home files. We have everything out where students can access what they need at all times. This is the hanging bead frame. It's a math material. And beyond that is where my language area starts. And again, we begin with our most simple jobs, letter recognition, letter sounds. We move into word building, rhyming words, parts of speech. We even get into the skyscrapers, which teach a whole variety of concepts like compound words, prefixes, suffixes, antonyms, synonyms, looking up things in a dictionary, punctuation. Our parents are invited in to journal with us for the first 15 minutes of each day. We get to know them and they get to be a part of our classroom community. We have a lot of art in a Montessori classroom, some done by me, some done by my students. We have live plants that the students help care for. We like to have things like curtains, rugs, lamps, make our classroom feel homey. And very often Montessori classrooms have live pets that the students get to interact with and care for as well. In my classroom, we have a dwarf hamster, although she's sleeping at the moment. So thank you for checking out my room and stopping in to learn a little bit about Montessori pedagogy.